Welcome back to Motor Authority Pakistani, your trusted source for in-depth coverage of military technology, defense systems, and cutting-edge engineering from Pakistan and around the world. Today, we're diving into a legendary yet often overlooked piece of Pakistan's indigenous defense innovation, the Anza MK missile system. In this video, we'll explore its origin, evolution, capabilities, and relevance in 2025, along with why it's still a subject of strategic interest today. The Anza MK might not be the newest name in the missile world, but its significance is anything but outdated. Introduced in the early 1990s and brought to life by Pakistan's computer research laboratories, the Anza MK marked Pakistan's first successful step into the realm of man-portable air defense systems, or MANPADS. Designed to be lightweight, portable, and effective against low-flying aircraft, it placed Pakistan on the map as one of the few nations to develop its own indigenous air defense missile system. Fast forward to 2025, more than 3 decades later, and you might ask, why are we still talking about Anza MK? Well, to understand that, we need to see how it fits into the broader picture of Pakistan's evolving defense doctrine and how older systems like these remain relevant in asymmetric and cost-effective defense strategies. The Anza MK is a short-range infrared homing surface-to-air missile, primarily designed to hit targets such as helicopters, unmanned aerial vehicles, and low-flying aircraft. Based loosely on the Chinese QW-1 Vanguard missile, which itself was influenced by Soviet-era Igla systems, the Anza MK has a range of about 4 to 5 kilometers and can engage targets flying at altitudes up to 4,000 meters. Its seeker is passive infrared, meaning it locks onto the heat signature of enemy aircraft, making it a fire-and-forget system, simple to use but deadly in the right hands. From a design perspective, the Anza MK has always been about practicality. It's about 1.5 meters in length, weighs just under 16 kilograms including the launcher, and can be operated by a single soldier. This portability is critical in modern warfare, especially in mountainous terrains like those found along Pakistan's western borders or the Ladakh with India. Here, bulky radar-guided systems may struggle to get a line of sight or require a large logistics footprint. The Anza MK, on the other hand, can be carried on a soldier's back, deployed quickly, and hidden just as fast. What makes the Anza family, especially MK, particularly important even in 2025 is Pakistan's layered air defense strategy. Modern systems like LY-80, HQ-9P, and FM-90 provide medium and long-range coverage, but they are expensive to deploy on a wide scale. That's where MANPADS like Anza MK still play a critical role. They are deployed in numbers, are cost-effective, and serve as the last line of defense against enemy aircraft that have evaded radar-based systems. Now, despite being a product of the 90s, the Anza MK hasn't remained untouched over the years. Pakistan has improved upon it with newer variants like Anza MK2 and MK3. These feature better seekers, longer ranges, and improved countermeasure resistance. But the MK remains in service, often with reserve units, paramilitary forces, or even in training capacities. Why? Because it's simple, reliable, and still gets the job done under the right circumstances. What's interesting is how these older systems are being integrated with modern battlefield awareness tools. In recent exercises, Pakistani forces have demonstrated the use of thermal imaging, digital battlefield coordination systems, and drone-assisted reconnaissance to cue MANPADS like Anza MK. This hybrid approach, combining old hardware with new tactics, is a cost-efficient way to maximize battlefield effectiveness without always relying on expensive imports or high-maintenance systems. Another important angle in 2025 is counter-drone warfare. Drones are now a staple of modern combat, used for surveillance, targeting, and even attack roles. While Anza MK wasn't originally designed for anti-drone operations, its infrared seeker can be surprisingly effective against larger UAVs with significant heat signatures. This makes it a useful tool in lower-tier air defense when modern anti-drone systems are either unavailable or spread thin across large sectors. Pakistan has also exported the Anza missile family to several friendly countries, especially in Africa and the Middle East, enhancing its geopolitical leverage. While exports of the MKI have dwindled in favor of newer variants, it set the precedent for Pakistan as a missile exporting country, a significant achievement given the tight international regulations surrounding manpads proliferation. One concern often raised about older infrared-guided systems is vulnerability to countermeasures like flares or infrared jammers. This is a valid point. The MKI is less resistant to modern countermeasures than its successors. However, in environments where the adversary lacks advanced countermeasure suites such as insurgent drones or older rotary-wing aircraft, the MKI is more than capable. In 2025, many global militaries are revisiting their older stockpiles, figuring out how to extend the life of these systems or repurpose them. The Anza MKI fits neatly into that strategy. It's not just a museum piece or a relic of the past, it's a reminder that cost-effective, rugged systems still have a place in the rapidly evolving battlefield. So, is Anza MKI a frontline weapon in 2025? Not exactly. But it's a critical part of Pakistan's broader defense ecosystem. It's a symbol of technological independence, of making do with limited resources, and of how smart deployment of older systems can still contribute meaningfully to national security. If you're watching this video from Pakistan, it's a point of pride to know that our nation was able to produce such a capable system at a time when we were under strict sanctions and limited by global technology restrictions. The Anza MKI isn't just a missile, it's a milestone. Thanks for tuning in to Motor Authority Pakistan. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more deep dives into Pakistan's military innovations and defense systems. If you have suggestions for what we should cover next, drop them in the comments. Until next time, stay informed, stay strong.